Your lawn sucks, but we're gonna fix it. Hey, do you wanna go work in the lawn? Yeah, do you wanna go outside? Come on. Do you wanna go out there? Okay, welcome to the first video on my lawn sucks, your lawn sucks. But that's okay because we're gonna fix it. So today we're gonna throw down Milorganite, we're gonna throw down lime, and we're gonna throw down starter fertilizer 12-12-12 at all the recommended rates. But first, we want to take a look at where the lawn actually stands right now because we want something to reference back to at the end of the summer so we can compare and make sure that what we did is actually okay. So I've already gotten a soil test. We'll go over those results as well. But let's take a look at the lawn. We're just going to focus on my back lawn. My front lawn is decently okay, but my address is posted all over the place on my front lawn. I don't really want to display that, so we're just gonna look at my back lawn. Let's go take a look. Okay, this is going into the lawn from the one side of the house. You can see we are super thin all throughout here. It's just, this area of the house, this side of the house, gets very little sun throughout the day. It's really only the last half or third of the day this area gets sun, so it's kind of afternoon sun at best. Right now we're about 5 o'clock in the evening and finally the sun is directly behind us, so you can see it's super thin in this area. If we continue to walk straight back, we'll see this area. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trees that all just dump their leaves completely in this area. So this area is just ridiculously thin. But moving on here, you can see this is all just super thin and brown and just dirt everywhere. Over in this back corner, we have roots that shoot up through the ground. There's not much I can do about that, not much I want to do about that, to be honest, because I don't really feel like laying down a ton of topsoil to cover all this up, and that's just going to create more work in this area for an area that, if we look up, the leaf cover here is just ridiculous. When all this fills out in the summer, this whole entire area gets very little sun throughout the day. Probably around 10, 11 a.m. this starts to get sun, then it only lasts about 2 to 3 hours maybe at most. You can still see it's all the way thin. You can see over here it's green. We're okay over here. Continue on towards my shed. All this dirt is going to be covered with cedar chips here pretty soon. I just haven't bought them yet. This spot here, I have never been able to grow grass. I don't know why, but this circle right here never ever grows. I've thrown seed, I've treated it with everything under the sun and with a lot of care, and this never grows. I don't know what goes on in this area. The buckets that you're going to see throughout this video are because of moles. I have mole traps under each of these, so I kind of dug out the area, laid a trap, created a thing in there. I have ridiculous mole problems. You can see the trails just all right here. These are all just dirt patches from the trails from last year everywhere. I had them extremely bad last year. I only caught one. I don't know what my problem is. I suck at catching moles, I guess. But you can just see, I mean, they're dirt patches everywhere from them pushing their tunnels up and then digging out the holes. I think I have a video last year that I took of all the holes in this whole entire area, and it's just insane. I had probably 30 something mounds that were actually pushed up from the ground. It drives me insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, that's a bald spot, 19, 20, there's actually 2 here, 21, 22, 23, 24 right there, 25, look at the size of this thing, 26, 27, it was 2 different holes, 28, 29, look at this thing, 30, 31, 32, 33, you can see all the trails in here, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and then you can see the dead trail throughout here. What the hell? You can see another one right here. Just really bad. You can see that trail actually go all the way right here. Cuts over, cuts back, cuts over there. It's all dirt here. Just everywhere. Everywhere moles. I have a very bad disease problem. I get it every single year. This year I'm going to take a lot of steps to actually get rid of it. But it kind of starts in this area here. It does okay in this area. It's pretty strong. The disease is brown patch, rhizoctonia, but it just affects this whole entire area. This is all brand new grass from last year because of the crazy diseases that I had going throughout this whole entire area. Realistically, it's about half of my lawn. I believe I have a picture from last year when this disease just took place. And it really irritates me. You can see right here, all of this area, super thin, patchy, just like gross looking, all because of leaf spot and brown patch and there's one other one that I can't grab off the top of my head right now. Super, super bad. So this year, I'm gonna lay heavy on Scott's Disease X. Propiconazole works pretty good on this. So I do have that in liquid form that I walk around with a hand can and can spray. However, the Disease X, when I laid that down, it's what cured all of this. This whole entire area was cured from Scott's Disease X. So I'm gonna start the year, as soon as it gets warm and humid, I'm gonna start laying Scott's Disease X once a month throughout this whole entire area, just to make sure I don't get that disease again, because it obliterates the whole entire lawn, just dead. The other issue that I have is witchgrass. So in this area here, it's a little bit thin, but it's not bad. But all the areas that I mentioned that get the same disease, we also get witchgrass, and I don't know if those two are kind of tied together or not. However, I've never thrown down prodiamine, which controls witchgrass. So this year, I already put that down a couple weeks ago when the weather got warm. I threw that at the recommended rate, 3 pounds per thousand, and I'm hoping that controls the witchgrass. But also, throughout this whole entire area, witchgrass starts about right here, and it comes up about the middle of June, goes all the way into July, and into August. It starts to die off in August, but it turns everything completely brown in here, and I think that's a problem. The witchgrass combined with the diseases that I had turned this area completely brown. And that witchgrass, this is where it starts in June, and then as the year goes on, it comes all the way this way, and it goes to about the halfway point, about where that leaf is at right there, and then goes this way, and then all this shows up with all witchgrass. And again, it's strange. Over here, it starts in June, and I think because in the summer the sun rises right over there, it goes up and over, and then it stays. So the sun is right here all day, every day, and I think that's the reason it starts right there. 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun has just been beating on this for hours. And I believe it's because it's been constantly hot over here. And of course we all know crabgrass, witchgrass, everything loves hot temps. So that's why I believe it starts here. And then as the year goes on, the sun gets further and further that way, which then drives the heat this way. And that's why I notice it spreading this direction. Wait, sit. Gotta wait. 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 Luckily that one was pretty easy. We can get pretty ridiculously tangled in there. All right. Do you guys ever drink when you do lawn care? It's like my favorite thing in the world. This is a screwdriver. However, oh no, I ripped the bag. Bummer.